All right, we got, what do I got today? Shoulders, a little bit of chest and try. And I took an extra rest day. And I'll tell you why. So I normally do push-pull legs, rest, and repeat. I took 2 rest days in a row, so I took an extra rest day. Honestly, it was because my CNS was fried, which is the central nervous system in your head. The thing that your brain uses to push weights and heavy movements and controls a lot of motor units, stress, all that stuff. And I think just from bulking over the past 3 months, non-stop, well, rest days of course, that cumulative fatigue builds up while you're still recovering, so the overall fatigue. And I felt my CNS was starting to like pound on my brain when I was lifting. So instead of saying, oh, I need an entire deload week, one day, one extra day of a rest day, your CNS can recover itself pretty quick. Now, I say that because you really don't need deloads if you are bodybuilding or just trying to get, sorry, this thing is moving all over the place, or just trying to get a better physique. It depends on the context. So powerlifting, I mean, yeah, think about how much strain you're putting on your CNS when you're doing a 1 rep max. That's maximum strain. I mean, you can't get much more strain than that, especially when you do more than like three PRs in this session of the same movement. That's why they deload, is because of the overload of the CNS on that. But when you're doing bodybuilding or just trying to get a better physique, you're not going that far on that massive tax on your CNS in one day. And it happens, it's like a cumulative fatigue, so it happens over time and adds up. And you don't need an entire week to recover that, only in rare cases, and I'm talking very rare. Like one example is the week after you compete in a show for bodybuilding. Just think of how much CNS strain you put on it throughout an entire prep, and then peak week, the last 2 weeks before a show, massive strain, a ton of strain, especially like the manipulation you do with nutrition the last peak week. That taxes your CNS as well. So especially going back into the gym that 1 week, you could count that as a deload. But even then, that's more for the fact that you're trying to let your body get back into a healthy state before lifting heavier weights, so you don't tear something because you're so lean and depleted of everything within your muscles. So even then, you could technically call that a deload, but not really. It's more of just getting yourself ready to start training again. But anyways, that's why I took an extra rest day. It's because I definitely noticed I needed it, and by no means was it being lazy. There's a big difference between that. Because I used to think, actually, this was like a huge spiral I wouldn't say down, but a huge spiral that I was in for training before that I think screwed over a lot of my recoveries, because I didn't take any rest days at all in the beginning because of I didn't see the point of them. I knew they were for recovery, but like I feel like you got enough recovery just by having a split. And I didn't take advantage of them enough. And just that cumulative fatigue over time was killer. And looking back, I didn't need to take a deload week. I didn't need to do all this extra stuff. But when you can just feel it mentally, you take that extra day. And that's different from if you're sore, muscle achiness, joints maybe, that counts as well. But usually from muscle soreness, just from having a split of that amount of time between muscles is enough. And if that's not, it's probably on the nutrition side of it. But other than that, like, understand, why are you taking a rest day? And is that the reason that you should be taking a rest day? Because sometimes that's not the solution. Like if the muscle soreness is there, but you are sleeping right, eating right, or sleeping right, training hard, Is it because there's not enough protein in your diet? Do you have to make a diet adjustment? Or is it, I don't know, you're using too much weight and you're straining your muscles because you're slamming the weight on your arms? I don't know, there's plenty of reasons, but that's the analysis I gave on myself for the extra one was the fact that it was solely for my CNS to get another day to get ready for back onto training so my head would stop pounding. And it was just one day. I wasn't going overboard. I didn't take a week off from the gym. I didn't say screw it and completely throw away my diet. Diet stayed the exact same. I still did cardio yesterday. Just the training part that actually puts strain on your CNS, I avoided that. And it's relieving knowing that it's with intent of instead of just saying, I didn't feel like going to the gym yesterday. And it was doing more good than harm. I usually think that's just lazy. Could be. That exact scenario could be lazy for someone else if you didn't have a legitimate reason. Like if you feel fantastic, you feel great, ready to go to the gym, but you just didn't feel like going, you didn't have an actual reason, and you're not making up a reason, that's a big point, then yeah, I would consider it lazy. But this was with intent. And to put it into context, this is the first extra rest day I have taken in 10 months, if not more, almost a year. I haven't taken an additional rest day in a long time. Like, I'm talking over half a year. So to put that into context, it is not often I do that. I guess the most recent one would be technically a deload of, I guess it was 3 months ago, but that was the week after competing for show. But that was clearly with intent. But I'm talking about out of my own decision making of like throwing an extra rest day. This is probably the first one under like 10 months. A lot different. So I mean, use them sparingly, because if you have to do that every couple weeks, I think there's a bigger problem that needs to be adjusted somewhere else. So they're sparingly used if everything else is done correctly. So yeah, let's talk about what we're going in to do today. So I got shoulders. I hit shoulders primarily, and then I'll do a little bit of chest and try at the end. But I do that because I split up my 2 push days into different volume per muscle. I know that sounds all fancy schmancy, but in reality it doesn't matter that much. It just helps me get in my workouts in a reasonable amount of time instead of doing everything today, all shoulder, all chest, all tri, and either it being a 3-hour workout or it being a 1-hour workout, and it really didn't hit anything hard enough with enough volume to get a good workout in. So that's why I split up the 2. So I'll start off, I'll do like lateral raises, try to, as much as I can, isolate my shoulders. Sure, it hits traps as well, but it's close enough. And then I'll do some shoulder press, more lateral raises, rear delt, that's plenty. And then 2 different chest exercises, 2 different tri. I always throw tri and bis at the end, regardless of even if it's like more of a focus that day. Just because it is a lot easier to throw in at the end. It's a much smaller muscle group. I guess this is kind of I wouldn't call it a hot take, but I kind of see it the same as like hitting abs. It's like you can hit it way more frequently because they recover quicker. It's a smaller muscle group. But I definitely don't hit them like abs. Abs I hit every other day. I'll hit those at the end today. Arms is usually thrown in with either a push day, or tries are usually thrown with a push day, bis are with the pull day. And that's just how I get them in there. Yes, I mean, I see people that do all, like a solely arm day, but I gotta say, I'm not a fan of it, just because I feel like I'm still ready to go and work out, even if I crushed an arm day. Like, I'll still feel fantastic. Like, you can get through a full arm day, and it's not like any moving any heavy weight, unless if you throw maybe in like a close grip bench, but that's only like a few sets. So I feel like at least having something that can really move some weight around each lift, and then throw in the accessories, is more enjoyable instead of just a bicep or just a arm day. Guess I'm not the typical bro lifter. I also have 2 leg days, 2 different types of leg days. But yeah, I guess I don't have a bro physique either. Maybe I do. Maybe that's what you think. But I don't think I have a bro physique. So yeah, that's what we got today. I'm gonna quit yapping, and because I'm pulling in the parking lot now. I will see you guys in there for some lateral raises. Okay. I guess we'll take the super wide lens like that. Okay. Starting off, I'm gonna do this unilateral. I guess kind of a big part of it is how many unilateral movements you want to put into a like a workout before it becomes like 3 hours long. I think there's at least a problem that I ran into is trying to do everything science with it, and everything unilateral, one at a time, and symmetry, whatever. And part of it turns into like 3 hours of a lift because you try to do everything one at a time. So, I mean, at the very least, if you just start in the beginning, did it one at a time, and also isolating whatever you're trying to hit for the entire day, it can help out a lot. And then the rest of my movements can be compounds or anything from there. So that at least saves you an extra 2 hours of time, and then still getting like the benefit of hitting everything symmetrical. Because then it'll play into the rest of the movements I do.
With the Waffle House the other day for me. I can't eat that stuff. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, this is heavy as hell. That's still heavy as hell. Yeah, I'll try it.
Oh, you got one.
My bad. I didn't know he was on it.
You know what? I knocked over. Put that ball. Anyway.
drop it just a little bit. Up a little bit.
Oh, they just want a dog. They go, I just want a cool dog. Cool, well, they are, they're bred for work. They need to have some things to do. If you don't do that, you're in trouble. They're smart as hell. Smart as hell. Open shit, figure stuff out. Chest cavity, like you're on me, bro.
Oh, I know something I can mention from looking at my physique like this morning after taking an additional rest day. If you've ever taken a few days off from the gym, or maybe a week, maybe went on vacation, and wondering why do I look so much more vascular and leaner after taking a week off? I feel like it would be the opposite. I took a week off, I should have less muscle and probably look worse, but reality, when you take that week off from the gym, all that water that was built up in your muscles, all that water that was built up in your muscles from the training, plus the carbs you consume, plus the water with the carbs, all fills out your muscles. Once you stop training for like a week, everything drains out of it, and you still have the same amount of muscle. It just doesn't have all that water weight inside of it that makes it look puffy and big and less vascular. And you can actually see more of what you realistically look like without that fatigue cycle from going to the gym. So that's one reason why you'd look a little different. So I remember I went on vacation for like a week and came back and I noticed, I'm like, dude, why do I look shredded? And it's just because all the water's out of there. That's really what it would look like if you stopped the training. So I guess take it as you wish. I mean, maybe you look super skinny from that because you're not all filled out. Maybe you look shredded because you're not all filled out. So I guess it's a double-edged sword, whatever way you look at it. I don't know. It doesn't bother me either way.
Yes, yours is full fledged. No. Oh, I'm not flowing with you. They're too big.
I'm supersetting both of these right now just because it's a lot easier to get through. Not a lot easier, but a lot quicker to get through the workout. And it's kind of like a superset slash finisher for shoulders because this is the last thing I'm doing for shoulders. And it's just a little bonus intensity. In fact, I'm going straight in from one exercise to the other one. Just adds a little extra to it. Makes the workout more interesting. Okay.
Oh, the cable.
Now, I'm not going to go on a whole control the weight tangent, but I mean, dude, if you ever have a tough time actually hitting the target muscle, trying to do an exercise, that'd be obviously the first thing I do. I think everything today, it's been like 10 to 15 reps per set when, I don't know, normally I'll mix up between the two. And there's really no particular reason, as long as you get a mix of both. But we'll say that's like, I don't know why this is so dark. Why is this so dark? There we go. I would say something that I would change from like a few years ago that I didn't really know till now is that if an exercise, if the muscle you're trying to hit is not actually getting pumped, it's probably because you're not actually controlling the weight and doing a weight that you can't control. And big difference. I mean, it all comes down to what your goal is. If your goal is either bodybuilding or just getting a better physique, that's usually what's going to get you there of actually hitting that muscle. But if you're doing powerlifting, totally different story. I got a bunch of friends that do powerlifting, and there's definitely some big differences in how you handle each movement you do, each weight. And I think you kind of realize more the difference between the two feelings you get from either super heavy, dropping the weight on you and getting like 5 reps, or a little bit lighter, you can actually control it for like 12 reps. The actual feeling you get from in your muscle, I'm not going to go into all the different fibers and whatever, but like two totally different purposes. And definitely feel that more today, because I usually just say screw it and give some of these like super heavy, like lat arrays, something like 30s or 35s, but I don't know. Today I just felt like actually getting the most out of it. All right, we guess still got one more. Zoom this out a little bit so I can actually say something for short form. Gotta say, I've got a little bit lazy with my chest exercises for this. Instead of doing this, then going into like a chest press, I'll just superset. Same thing here. Do this for flies as many as I can, then turn it into a press, and you can probably get, I usually get between like 5 and 8 more, and that becomes a solid superset for that. I used to do a triple superset with this thing. Or by used to, I mean I did it last week, and I did a fly into a, what the hell did I do? Oh, a fly into a press but neutral grip, and then elbows over, and dude, my pecs were like destroyed for like days. So maybe that might have been a little bit overkill, but I'm still gonna do it. Just not the 3 superset. I'll do that one, and then I'll superset into this. That should be plenty. All right, let's get it. Why? Honestly, just because I'm a little lazy right now to do a chest press as well as this. I just sum it up together in this right now. And also, it's not a chest day. It's a shoulder day, a little bit of chest, so that's why I'm not overly concerned about it. If you ever see me looking like I'm staring in your soul while I'm doing a set, I'm not. I'm trying to look at the camera on the, or at least the visual I can see of myself outside of the camera. See if I'm actually even shoulders. Because I have a problem with like, I don't know if it's I go like this, press, or like this. Either way, something I'm really trying to fix. So if you see me looking like it's like I'm staring right in your soul while I'm pressing, don't take it personal, or do take it personal. But now you know why I'm looking at the screen, trying to fix it. Okay, 3 more of that. Yeah, I gotta drop a little bit. This is killing me. I got 5 reps and 3 reps on a superset. So, do a little more. A little less, I mean. I don't know, just to make this enough to where this is like the only thing I'm doing for chest. Even though it's not the main thing I'm hitting, but like, I still wanna get some volume in it. Like, geez, if you only do 4 sets on something, each set is 5 reps. I mean, what are you getting on the day? A PR? So I will say, you gotta be careful with the superset. If you throw it way heavier than you can normally do, gosh, this and like maybe bench press is a close second, or maybe first, but both of them are like the most prone to injury movements for like chest, especially bench press. I'd say this is a close runner-up. The fact that if you do this super heavy than what you can normally do. It's the fact that this is like a really vulnerable spot. Not trying to scare you, but just the fact that it's a when I say there's like two sides to the coin on it. You can get a super good stretch in your chest and get a ton out of it. Like my chest is exploded right now from what did I do, 4 sets there? 4 sets. But if you're not conscious of what you're doing, you can easily go overboard doing this and hurt yourself. So, not to scare you, just to be training hard while still having something you can control. And like you just saw, I think I counted to 4 in my head on the way down. If it's a weight you can do that with it, like no need to be worried about injuring yourself. You've proven to yourself that you can control the weight you're using and you're not going to get injured because you've controlled it on the way down for numerous reps. It only becomes a problem when you're like throwing it like this and then it goes further back than what you're normally used to. And then it's like, all right, I'm doing more weight than I normally do, and I'm also in a position that I don't normally do. So it's like double the amount of strain that you'd be used to, and that's when problems happen. So, all right, let's go do some tries and get out of here. Oh, are you about to do the lateral raises right there? Oh, okay, appreciate it. That's going nowhere. Move this for a second. I'll usually do. Well, let me sit y'all down before I start yapping. I'll usually do either like this or what do you want to call it? Like a supinated one, single arm. Either way, I'm just trying to get a hang on my tricep. I technically call this like a shoulder and tri focus day, but in reality, it's the same amount of volume I do for triceps on both of the days. It's just easy enough to hit. And I'll just do 2 different exercises. As long as I get a bunch of different angles I hit my tricep in, I'm not too concerned about it. Like this push day I got, either I'll do the supinated or this push down, and then the next one I'll do is a skull crusher. So my elbow is like this. This one will go like this, and then my other push day, I gotta think what the other ones I do. I'll do a dip. So like that's another variation of tricep, and then I'll do an overhead. So that's 4 different angles I've hit my triceps in. And by any means, which one you pick, it's basically the same. I just want to get a bunch of different angles because then, I mean, dude, if you're trying to worry about hitting, I want to hit the medial head of my tricep. Like if you're in all the variations of the whatever muscle you're trying to hit, like all different spots your elbows in and hitting tries, I mean, you're gonna hit them all. You don't even have to think about like, which exact one to do on this day. Covers itself. All right, let's get the rest of these in.
No. It's been years since I've been all right, brother. I'm far from okay. I think it was before I had a driver's license, I was okay. Perfect right here. All the football teams down there. Just spend that much money.
I'm dropping a little bit.
I don't know. I gotta draw the line somewhere. Well, that happens in I mean, listen, you know, you talk about shit like that, it's gotta be like, fuck me, like I'm gonna have to take money that I can find out $5. I'd be like, maybe I consider making these. Two more. Nice.
There we go. I was trying to get a song. Oh, shit. Dude, Spotify Smart Shuffle's been killing it today. That's why you see me waiting like 30 seconds before I do every set. Hold my AirPod. It's because the songs have been trash. Alright, we got a new light today. Let's see how this goes. I gotta drop this a little bit.
Big dude, man. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, we got everybody in here.
Yeah, bro. I'll hand it out.
Alright, let me take all this off.
Yeah.
Do you drive that, was it DRC?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah.
I've seen you there sometimes.
No way. Yeah, I got the white wheels.
Yeah, okay. What year?
Junior. Yeah, what about you?
Oh, freshman.
Damn, bro. Well, I just started. We're done for, bro.
Big ass freshman.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. What are you studying? There you go.
Exercise science.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I was too.
Yes, bro.
I don't know if you see, I know that fact that I do.
Oh, is that what you have? Dude, that shit is so fucking low, dude.
I'm on bags. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, dude.
Yeah, I'm waiting for doing whatever I'm doing. I'll wrap it up.
That shit is so low.
You be going to the GCU meets? Like card
Nah, I didn't even know there was some.
No, it's every Thursday. Yeah, the post sometime. It gets pretty stacked. It's like 50 people.
Hell yeah, dude.
What's your name?
Jonathan, nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, no, I've seen that Z here all the time.
Yeah, it's like, it used to be cool.
Really?
Yeah, like, man, I had this color. Way too much.
Yeah.
What car do you have?
350.
What is it?
350.
Oh, I have no idea.
No?
I'm into cars, but like I don't know all the different specs.
Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah, like a 2010 Mazda 3. Just a beater car.
Those are fun though.
Yeah,
Those
it is
have
pretty
good
fun.
people. Yeah, I see people like do some crazy stuff to them. All right, so we're seeing a big crowd. I head out. Have a good one, guys.
All right, let's see ya.
Like, you want me to take a video?
I got it. What's that?
You want me to?
I'll take one of you, bro. Until I cut.
Bro, what do you mean? How do you mean to tell? What are the good settings? What are the good camera settings? Let's do it on Snapchat, bro.
Snapchat's the way to go. Oh, this is crazy, bro.
What do we think of the new light? That wasn't bad. I guess it was a little closer. I actually have no idea how it looks on the cam. Okay. I'll call it there.
Dude, side note. Oh, is this person gonna park right next to me? Chill, bro. Side note from the lift. Freshman year of high school. Gosh, dude, this is 7 fucking years ago. I used to, in English class, make noises like the, you know the villager noise from Minecraft? Sounds like, like those noises. I used to do those all class for like, oh my God, a month straight in English class. And looking back, it is fucking dumb. But also it was pretty fucking funny. She'd be mid-sentence and you just hear, the class would be silent. She'd mid-sentence pause. I mean, shit, I'm like 14 at the time, so. At 14, that's pretty funny. Shit, that's still funny right now. Looking back at it, silent classroom, just making fucking villager noises. And she would lose her shit. She would break down from that. Looking back, that was such like a dick thing to do. But gosh, this shit was so funny. Anyways, I was just thinking about that because I don't know why. Thought I'd mention that. It's kind of funny. Random shit from what I used to do years ago. All right, well, back to talking about the lift. Solid. I mean, I feel good after it. Maybe it's just because I took that extra rest day and I don't feel like my brain is fried. Good lifting, and I don't feel like I'm dying. Clutch. Gosh, I do want to get a cheat meal, but I had 2 ginormous cheat meals over the weekend. Today's Friday, so like almost a week ago now. But Like, dude, huge. I'm talking all you can eat sushi, and then like steak fajitas from a Mexican place. You know the portion sizes that you get from like an authentic Mexican place? Not like a street vendor, I'm talking restaurant. Walk in. Mounds of food, bro. Like, it's a little pricier, but I mean, you definitely get what you paid for. It was like $20 for steak fajitas. And I'm talking that was like, you take a $20 worth of like a sirloin steak this big, slap that thing on the grill, cut it up, and that's you're eating that entire thing for like $20 with some tortillas. So I had that and all you can eat sushi 2 separate days over the weekend. I was 209 going into the weekend, 215 leaving the weekend. So instead of saying F it and letting all that go to fat, we upped the cardio a little bit. I usually do 20 minutes every morning, up to 35 just for this week. Keep everything circulating. And I'm going to chill out and not have a cheat meal this week just because I went crazy. Yeah, that's the way to manage it. So I don't become a fatty patty. Because I will say that's like, I'd say that screws everything up. Especially if you're trying to look at this as like a long-term goal, bodybuilding wise. Maybe if you just want a better physique, maybe you just want to enjoy life and lift, whatever you want. For bodybuilding's sake, like, you can really screw a bulk up. Like, you're taking weeks off of your bulk of when you can be gaining more because you add on like 5 pounds of fat straight. Think about it. If you're gaining like a pound or pound and a half a week, that's like 3 weeks worth of fat you're gaining in like a day. So that cuts the bulk pretty short. And let's say you're only doing like a 16-week, 4-month bulk, like maybe it's 8 months still. Like, that's taking an entire month off. Like, that's from like almost a quarter of your bulk is taken away from like one day or one weekend of going crazy, which is sure as hell a lot. Because what if you do that 3 weekends in a row? Your bulk's over. Like, it just depends on how extreme your goals are. Bodybuilding is a pretty extreme goal. Extreme's a harsh word. Is an exceptional goal if you are truly into it. I mean, there's a lot of people that say, oh, I do bodybuilding, and like, not into it at all, and then you don't look like a bodybuilder. You just look like guy that works out. Big difference. You see a guy that works out and a guy that's a bodybuilder. I'm not even talking like PED wise. I'm just talking like physique wise. You can tell a difference regardless of PEDs. That's like the big difference is that. I know I wanted to decide to enjoy my weekend because my girlfriend was here. I had a reason to enjoy it. And instead of going and saying, screw it, I gained 5 pounds, might as well do whatever the hell I want now, I stayed right on track after those 2 meals, up the cardio, no extra cheat meal, diet's the exact same, meals are the same, right back on track. It's all about not letting 1 or 2 things that are deviate from what you normally do spiral out of control. Now, I guess coincidentally, the same week that I did that now is when I took the bonus rest day. But in all reality, the amount of calories you burn from a lift, not much. Dude, if I had to guess, 150 calories, maybe, most. That's not much. Think about 150 calories, how much that is. Dude, I don't know, a glass of orange juice? Like, not much. So yeah, so I wasn't too concerned that the fact that I overlapped them. And also it was yesterday that I took it. That was like 4 or 5 days after all these cheat meals. And then about now, it's probably all circulated out of my system a few days later now. But I don't know, it was just a way to keep on track with everything. And I feel way better even just from one extra rest day. And that'll even carry over into today or tomorrow, or not today. It'll carry over tomorrow morning when I wake up, even though the rest day was yesterday. Huge difference. And also, like, I think I'm starting to get to the point now in my lifting. Of course, I'm fully committed to it, I'm fully committed to it, and it's developed more integrated into my lifestyle rather than it being my life. Does that make sense? I view it as weaving it into my day-to-day life currently of how I like to live, and I made it part of my lifestyle, and it's weaved in between the two of them instead of like only thinking about lifting, only gosh, I guess I got to get better at articulating what I'm trying to say, but maybe you get what I mean. I was like that for years now. Like maybe until this past year when I got a coach, and I like that was maybe why it's less wild about it now, or maybe it's more second nature. That's what it is. It's become more second nature to me now. It's not really actively thinking about what I do, just because you get into it enough. The same goes for anything. You learn something new, like once you learn a solid amount of it, you're kind of cruising from there, learn a little more here and there. And yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there, just because that was a good discussion about what I went through this week and how it may apply to you. And we got back tomorrow. Posting it tomorrow. After this one day after. So appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions that you want me to answer during my car talks, drop them, because I'll answer them. So see you guys tomorrow. Peace.